call of the void. You're standing at the edge of a cliff perfectly safe when your brain whispers, jump. You're feeling fine, totally safe, yet the thought still pops in. Over half of people experience this, and it's called l'appel du vide, or call of the void. Your brain is running a safety drill, imagining danger to make you step back. The amygdala fires off an intrusive thought that feels like desire, but is really your survival instinct working in reverse. You shake it off and step away, but for a split second you wanted to fly. It's like your brain taking you to the edge so you appreciate the solid ground. The Napoleon complex. You're talking to someone who's 5'4" but acts like they're 6'6", picking fights with everyone bigger than them. That's the Napoleon complex, when people overcompensate for perceived shortcomings, especially height. Psychologists see it as ego defense, projecting dominance to hide insecurity. It's not just height, though. People do it with age, status, or skill. The more self-conscious they are about a flaw, the louder they try to cover it. You watch them posture and realize their personality is basically wearing platform shoes. Misophonia. Someone's chewing and you want to commit murder. The sound of breathing, pen clicking, or lip smacking makes you irrationally angry. This is misophonia, when normal sounds trigger fight or flight rage. Your brain processes these sounds in the same region that processes disgust, and the amygdala treats mouth sounds like actual threats. About 20% of people have it, suffering in silence while others eat. The sound can cause mental pain and emotional distress. You know it's irrational, but the anger is overwhelming and instant. Family dinners become torture chambers of crunching. It feels like your brain is allergic to human sounds. Highway hypnosis. You're driving home and suddenly you're in your driveway with no memory of the last 20 minutes. You didn't black out or fall asleep, your brain just went on autopilot. This is highway hypnosis, when your conscious mind checks out and your unconscious takes over. On familiar routes, your brain predicts everything so well that you stop recording memories. You were still making decisions, changing lanes, adjusting speed, but with no awareness of doing it. It feels a bit like teleporting, but without the fun sci-fi effects. Jamais vu. You're sitting in your living room when suddenly nothing looks familiar. It's your house, your furniture, but it feels completely alien. This is jamais vu, when familiar things feel strange. Your brain's recognition circuits temporarily disconnect from your memory centers. The temporal lobe stops linking what you see with what you know. About 60% of people experience this, usually during fatigue or stress. You know it's your home, but it feels like you've never been there before. Sometimes even your own face in the mirror looks like a stranger. It's like visiting a replica of your own life in a museum. The uncanny valley. You see a robot that's almost human and your skin crawls. This happens with CGI characters, mannequins, dolls, and everything that looks human but isn't quite right. You feel primal disgust for it. This is the uncanny valley where your brain's threat detection goes haywire. Scientists think it triggers the same response as seeing corpses or diseased people, an evolutionary protection from death and illness. Your brain tries to process it as human but fails, creating cognitive dissonance. The almost human features activate empathy while the wrongness triggers disgust. Your brain can't decide if it's alive or dead. It's like looking at a zombie your brain knows shouldn't exist. Target fixation. You're riding a bike, see a pothole, and try to avoid it, but ride straight into it. The very thing you're trying to miss becomes impossible to avoid. This is target fixation. When your brain locks onto dangers so hard it drives you into them, your eyes fixate on the threat. And where your eyes go, your body follows. Race car drivers and pilots train specifically to break this instinct. The amygdala's threat focus overrides the motor cortex's avoidance plans. You're so focused on not hitting something that you forget to steer away. Accidents happen because your brain is too good at tracking dangers. It's like trying not to spill your drink and focusing so hard that you spill it anyway. The Golem Effect. Your boss thinks you'll fail, and somehow, you do. The Golem Effect is when low expectations actually make you perform worse. When people treat you like you can't succeed, your confidence drops, motivation fades, and your brain quietly agrees. Psychologists believe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy where performance matches the energy you receive. It happens in schools, jobs, and even relationships. If the people around you see you as a failure, you unconsciously start living up to it. It's almost as if someone is quietly erasing your motivation. The Pygmalion Effect. A teacher believes in you, and suddenly, you start crushing every test. The Pygmalion Effect is the flip side of the Golem Effect, where high expectations make you perform better. People who expect greatness from you treat you differently, and your brain rises to match it. This isn't magic. It's subtle encouragement, extra attention, and small boosts of confidence stacking over time. Studies show students labeled likely to excel actually did better, even though the labeling process was random. It's like your brain grows with positivity. The illusory truth effect. You hear a fact over and over again, and eventually you believe it. This is the illusory truth effect, where repetition makes statements feel true, even without evidence. Your brain confuses familiarity with accuracy. Marketers, politicians, and conspiracy theorists use this constantly because the more you hear something, the less likely you are to question it, like hearing a rumor so often it turns into a fact in your mind. The Ben Franklin Effect. Someone asks you for a favor and weirdly, you like them more afterwards, not because they thanked you but because you helped them. This is the Ben Franklin Effect, where doing favors makes you like people more. Your brain can't handle the cognitive dissonance of helping someone you don't like, so it decides you must like them. Franklin discovered this by asking an enemy to lend him a book, and the enemy became his friend afterwards. Studies show we value people more after investing effort in them. You think people like you because you helped them, but actually it's the opposite. You like them because you helped them. It's basically like you're tricking yourself into liking someone so your actions make sense. Elevator silence. The doors close, and the room goes quiet. It's so silent you can even hear them breathe. Everybody avoids eye contact, staring at the numbers until they reach their floor. This is elevator behavior. Your brain sees the enclosed space as too intimate for normal conversation, especially with strangers. Even friends often pause mid-sentence until the ride ends. When the doors open, everything returns to normal. It's like stepping into a moving library for a few seconds. Earworm syndrome. That song is stuck in your head for 3 days now, playing on loop. You hate it but can't stop it. This is an earworm, when songs hijack your brain's auditory center. Your mind treats catchy songs like unfinished tasks, replaying them to find closure. Songs with simple, repetitive melodies are the worst offenders. About 98% of people experience earworms weekly. The only cure is completing the song or replacing it with another earworm. It feels like you can't escape the song, even in silence. Reality hallucination. You have a vivid memory of a conversation, but then realize it might have been a dream. Did that happen, or did you imagine it? This is a reality monitoring failure, and it happens when your brain can't distinguish real memories from imagined ones. Your hippocampus stores both real and imagined events similarly. Dreams, thoughts, and reality can easily get mixed up. About 40% of people regularly experience this confusion. That's why witnesses disagree, because everyone's interpreting reality differently. It's like your brain forgot to label which memories are real. Everyday Stockholm Syndrome. You constantly defend your terrible job to friends. You make excuses for the toxic relationship. You protect the very things that hurt you. This is Everyday Stockholm Syndrome. Your brain reframes suffering as care to reduce cognitive dissonance. If you can't escape, loving what makes you miserable feels safer than resisting it. Your amygdala bonds with anything controlling your survival, even if it's harming you. You mistake intensity for love and stress for excitement. This is not weakness, it's your brain protecting you through delusion. It's like your mind chooses loving your cage over acknowledging you're trapped. So which weird glitch does your brain do the most? Comment which psychology glitch made you realize you're not alone in your weirdness. Peace out.